Hi friends, lot of times all the industries and factories they do not know how to take a proper insurance policy, what things should be declared in the policy. They end up into a confusion and which finally at the time of a claim due to fire, the whole claim lands up into a mess and they don't get a proper sum that has been covered in the policy and lot of problems that arises. To take care of that, I am just taking this session. Friends, this is Ram Gopal Verma. I am a chartered accountant and cost accountant by my qualification and an insurance surveyor for fire claims since last 35 years. I am sharing my experience with all the industries so that they can get a proper policy and proper claim in case of a loss. Friends, there are 8 commandments that I mentioned in this book which I have written on Insured and SEUCURE for fire insurance claims. The first commandment is name on the policy. Name on the policy is very important because your PAN number, GST number, bank account number, everything should be synced. There should not be any difference. Lot of times I found it is, for example, Vidya and company. They write Vidya company or company spelling COMPNY or sometimes it is CO only. Vidya maybe VIDYA or VIDA. So a lot of confusion take place one place or the other you mentioned. That results into a problem for at the time of claim settlement. Insurance company will say, look in the policy, the name is VIDYA Vidya and CO. Your name, what you mentioned in the bank account number is something different. Maybe your GST number is something different. No, you should not create any confusion so far as the name on the policy is concerned. So that at the time of claim settlement, your PAN number, your GST, bank account number, name on the policy should be all synced. There should not be any difference. Because I am sharing out of my experience that lot of time people do commit such mistakes. Now the second thing comes address in the policy. What address you should mention? Naturally your office address, or suppose your office and factory is at a different place, then you have to mention, look, my office is this, but my factory address is so and so. So there is location of the factory is so and so. Now, for example, you have got one more factory you add to one factory to second factory. Then you have to immediately mention to the insurance company, inform them, sir, please give an endorsement, take this letter, give an endorsement that this second address is also covered in the policy. Lot of times I find that okay, they have got one factory running, insurance policy has been taken, bank limit has been taken, everything is okay, perfect. But they've added another unit. And while adding the unit, they have not informed to the insurance company. They've informed to the bank, yes sir, I am covered for this and this is my stock statement and all that. But in the insurance policy, the insurance company will say, look, if there is a fire in the second premises which is not endorsed in the policy, sorry, I am not responsible for any loss. Lot of times we come such cases where second unit is there, third unit is there, they add another unit. They don't inform to the insurance company at all. They say maybe it's the duty of the bank or maybe bank will take care of it because they run more after the bank for limit, for money and all that. They don't run after the insurance company. They go to the insurance company only if there is a fire claim. Then only they go. Then they realize, sir, my second factory or third factory is not covered in my policy. So you must inform to the insurance company my exact location of the factory 1, 2, 3, whatever is there, you must inform. Oh, sir, this is my new Godown. I've taken Godown 1, Godown 2, Godown 3. Immediately inform to the insurance company and take an endorsement from the insurance company that this is my second. Now the third thing comes, what items should be covered in the insurance policy? Now suppose today you are doing in paper, okay, you inform to the insurance company, you are dealing in paper, printing or whatever it is and all type of things related to paper. Insurance company will charge you a premium for paper. You know, paper has got a different volatility, different type of risk involved. Suppose tomorrow you say I am dealing in chemicals, then you must inform to the insurance company, look, I am adding chemicals or another line of business I've started. They may see that okay, look, out of the paper and chemical is more prone to fire. So they may change the premium from paper to chemicals. So that they will find that yes, the risk is now much higher and all that. So you must pay risk for insurance premium for the higher volatility. That is chemicals. For example, you keep something differently. So you must inform to the insurance company, look, this is what I'm doing, and your information to the insurance company duly acknowledge and all that. If need arises, pay the extra premium. Because when there is no fire, no nothing, your premium will be very less, hardly any change, maybe few hundred or few thousand rupees. But your loss is properly covered in the policy. So it is very important that you mention the proper item covered to the insurance company. Now, Number fourth principle comes, or the commandment comes, the location of the stock. Where do you keep the stock? Sir, I must be keeping in the factory, no doubt. It's in the factory. So, lot of times, very heavy stock, for example, iron rolls or maybe paper rolls, which are very heavy. You are keeping it outside the godown because you can't carry it inside the godown. You have to keep it in the open. Maybe iron bars. You are keeping it in the open in the factory. So, you must inform to the insurance company, look, I have got a godown, but this particular item I am maybe some percentage I am keeping outside the godown also, but within the same premises. But also information to the insurance company, admitting is very important part. So far as you believe, because insurance company is in a way your partner. For what? If there is a loss due to fire or flood, earthquake, anything is there, they are your partner. So you must inform to the partner, look, this is what I am doing and this is the location, this is where I am keeping it. Be very clear. Always, you always make a partner for profit. Okay, somebody invests and then he becomes a partner. But in this case, insurance company is partner for loss, not for profit. Profit is all yours, and they are the partner in your loss. So inform the partner who is participating in your losses that yes, sir, I am keeping them in stock here. That is the fourth thing. Now, number five comes that coverage for stock and raw material, WIP, and etc. In a factory, you must be keeping raw material, yes. Work in process, yes. Finished goods, yes. Maybe some packing goods. Sometimes packing goods are very important part of your stock, because in case of medicine, for example, medicine is so small, but it is packed in a slip and all that. Then later in the small carton, then bigger carton, then final bill. So their carton cost, packing cost is a huge amount. So you must inform to the insurance company at the time of taking the policy. Look, sir, I want to cover for my raw materials, because raw materials are the main, but that's not the only one. Then I will be having work in process or semi-finished goods. That is also I need it. Secondly, thirdly, I need for finished goods. That is also I need. Now I want packing. So all these things you must inform to the insurance company. See that they are all clearly written. And there are a lot of times I find we feel a very bad situation. In the policy written for so many years, only work in process covered. We say, sorry, we can't cover, we can't pay your claim for your raw material or finished goods, because it's not mentioned in the policy and you have never raised any objection. So you must make sure that whatever you want should be clearly mentioned in the insurance policy. Suppose they mention only stock, okay, you get a benefit. Stock maybe are raw material, WIP, finished goods, but not packing goods again. Packing goods, you must clearly, lot of industries are not seeing the insurance policy properly after it is issued. You must make sure that what you want, write it, and see that it is clearly mentioned in the insurance. That is the fifth principle. Now come sum insured for stock. In case of stock, suppose you are keeping goods worth, the stock worth say 1 crore in the factory, then you must see that 1 crore is by sum insured. But this amount is very important. That includes for RM, WIP, finished good, packing good, all put together is 1 crore. Now, this sum insured, suppose at the time of Diwali or at the year end, or when is your peak income, that time your stock value goes high. You got two options. One, you take an additional policy for the balance amount, or you could tell the same policy, please increase my sum insured from 1 crore to 1.5 crore, or you give me another 50 lakhs for the same conditions, everything, give me another policy. So you got two options, but you must tell the insurance company, sir, I want proper policy for this much of sum insured. That is, say 1 crore or 1.5 crore or 2 crore. You must see that what can be my maximum, or what can be certain time, maybe due to some reasons your value goes very high. You must go to the insurance company, sir, I want additional sum insured under the same policy, please give me an endorsement, charge me additional premium, I am ready to pay. This is the one part. Second part comes, which is very important. 1 crore sum insured is not enough, because in your trading account, your stock will be mentioned as 1 crore, but it is 1 crore plus GST. 18 lakhs is the GST, 18%, for example. So you must make sure that sum insured should include GST part, so that the sum insured should be 1 crore 18 lakhs, not 1 crore. If it is 1 crore 50 lakhs, add another 27 lakhs for GST part, so that sum insured is adequate, because these things have got a bearing at the time of claim settlement. If there is a loss due to fire, flood, whatever it is. So insurance company will say, look, you have taken a sum insured for 1 crore, we give it 1 crore, you paid a premium. But now your stock, including GST, comes 1 crore 18, you have taken under insurance, so your claim will be paid lesser by GST amount will not be paid to, or the loss amount will be in that proportion. Suppose If the claim is higher, they will say, okay, you have taken a lesser policy, you will pay a lesser amount. So underinsurance will apply in case the value risk is more. So you must make sure that GST amount should be included in the value. Suppose if you are taking about 2 crore, then 36 lakhs should be added to the GST. So it should be 2 crore 36 lakhs. That is very important at the time of taking a policy. The insurance, sum insured should be proper. Now comes your plant and machinery. Same is the case for plant and machinery. No, plant and machinery is shown where? In the fixed asset schedule. Suppose it is 1 crore is the sum insured that is getting reflected in the plant and machinery. Fine. But it is always without GST because GST you have already availed of. But in case you buy a new one, again you will have to pay GST. So how much? 1 crore against that, 1 crore 80 lakh. So take proper sum insured, add GST amount. 1 crore. And now the question arises as against difference between stock and machine. In case of machine, your original you purchase, for example, for 1 crore. Okay, no problem. With the passage of time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, the value goes down in the fixed asset schedule. After applying depreciation, as per income, suppose the value comes down to 50 lakhs. So, WDV is now 50 lakhs. You bought it at 1 crore. What should be sum insured? None of these. Neither 50 nor 1. Why? Because now when you go to purchase the same machine from the market, you have to pay maybe 2 crores because the value has gone up now. So you must always take a policy for reinstatement value. That is new for old. Insurance company very happy to pay new price for an old machine. Suppose you use it for 5 years, no problem. Sir, you have to pay premium on 2 crore, will pay you 2 crore because that is the new machine cost. So it is very important that neither WDB nor cost. It should be RIB value, reinstatement value, and then to that you add your GST also. So it should be 2 crore 36 lakh should be the sum insured for the machine, not as per your fixed asset schedule which is reflected in the balance sheet. So always make sure that you are fully covered, and at the time of loss, insurance company happy to pay your GST part also. Because at the time of buying the machine and all that, you have paid GST and all that, you have to reverse that. Okay, fine, they are happy to pay. Now there comes the part for the building. That is the 8th principle. In case of a building, when you make a building for the factory and all that, suppose you spend 1 crore on that, then they charge you 18% GST also, fine. So 1 crore 18 should be the value of the building. But in case of loss and all that, this GST you cannot take ITC for building, but you can take ITC for machine and stock. But here you cannot. So your cost is 1 crore 80. So capitalize it. You have not taken any GST, take the value including GST. And now suppose, again the same principle, just like plant and machinery. Over a period, building value goes down in the balance sheet, that is the fixed asset, it's come down to 50 lakh. Whereas when you go to make the same building, again it costs you say 2 crores. So take value of 2 crore plus GST. So that at the time of a claim due to whatsoever reason, you are fully insured. The premiums are very less. Maybe 1 rupee for 1,000 or something like that, much less. So you must take a proper sum insured for building also. This way, what is happening? That you are taking a proper coverage for your everything in your factory. My purpose of guiding people across the country is that let India shine. Let India take proper insurance policy. That is why I have written this book, Insured and SEUCURE for Fire Insurance Claim. This book is available on Amazon. And I am sharing knowledge with everybody with the thing that let my country get benefit of insurance. Let the country prosper. Let all the industrialists, those who are taking risks, yes, they should not look down. Sir, there is a fire and I don't have a proper policy. My insurance claim was paid only 120. A lot of time we pay. Like for example, one claim I am handling right now. They have taken a policy how much? For 30 lakhs. And the building cost is how much? 3 crores. Just think, 3 crores is the sum insured should have been for the building. Were they taken policy for 30 lakhs only? That means how much? Only 10%. They suffered a loss of, say for example, 10 lakhs. So we'll pay 10% of that. Hardly 1 lakh. So you must always realize, in case of total loss also, 30 lakhs, I'll pay maximum 30 lakhs. Because again 3 crore, what claim you are getting is only 30 lakhs. So it's not wise. Don't save on insurance premium. Always ask the insurance company, sir, how can I pay more insurance premium? So that proper insurance coverage is there, proper policy is there. It is for the benefit of all the people I am sharing all these things. Out of my experience for stock, same thing happens. People don't bother because my stock is more and all that policy amount is very less. will you go in for a lesser amount? Same for machines. You bought it long back for 1 crore, now it is WDB value is 50 lakhs. They are taking a policy for 50 lakhs, whereas it is costing now 2 crore. So what happens? These things are not good for any industrialist. Pay insurance premium, prosper. Insurance companies are, you will be surprised, are happy to pay a claim. Nobody wants to repudiate a claim, nobody wants to reject a claim. They know that if they reject a claim, it will go to court, consumer court, high court, supreme court, years of pain for everybody, for insurance company, for the insured also, that is for the industry also. But at the end, what do you get? It's nothing. So, get knowledge, earn some knowledge and take a proper insurance policy. My purpose is to educate all the industrialists across the country so that everybody is properly insured. So, sir, I am Ram Gopal Verma, Chartered Accountant, Cost Accountant. I am sharing all my knowledge out of 35 years experience as an insurance surveyor. Thank you very much.